getting the kinks out here of my live cast here. Just uh, looking at. Okay, here we go. Now that I had everything all sorted out, I can flip it around here and All right, now that I'm live, let's wait a minute or two for people to discover this live stream here. This is a dime. My last live stream here, I covered what was in this binder here. This binder, I covered some of what was in it, but it was most of the interesting things. I have more interesting things in this binder for everyone here to look at. This is a binder page I pulled from last stream here. Let's take a look and see what's in it. Oh, let's do a little reorganization here. How am I going to organize this? This looks like it's all heads and the tails, but I have some interesting coins here. This is one of my favorites, a 1900 Barber half dollar. Barber coins, definitely very good. We got a 1889 Mexico dollar here that I got from the coin shop. But what about some shiny things here? I got like a 2021 shiny half dollar. I think I've pretty much shown everything here. We got a New York proof quarter here. I've pretty much shown everything in this binder here. But what I haven't shown is my dollar bill binder. And what I potentially could have done is take out all my foreign dollar bills and kind of organize them and sort them on camera here and look through them. But I got rid of all those. I gave them to the coin shop and I got $10 for them. I do have some foreigns left, but the Sunday live stream is going to be dollar bills here. I'll put you on face cam and I'll sit you right here. I just changed the sheets on my bed, so my side table is a mess. I'll sit you right here while I get all my dollar bills organized, because I have quite a few of them to show you. Just gotta figure out which binder the first of my dollar bills are in. I put all my collection, well, okay. I had a bit of a collection catastrophe here. Alright. Okay, where do these fall out of here? 1942 nickel. Had a bit of a collection catastrophe here. I can show you. I'll turn you around and show you. These coins fell out of this binder when I'm going to show you my dollar bills. All right, I'll sit you back here and get my dollar bills organized. Let's see. It's Buffalo nickel. Got quarters here. They're not necessarily going to be in order anymore, but I don't really care at this point. I just want these back in my binder here while I search for my dollar bills. My dollar bills should be in this one here. Hello, everybody. I'm getting my dollar bills organized to show you, because my last, oh, here they are. My last stream, I showed you my coins. Now I can get my dollar bills organized and show each and every one of you. Hello, my 9 viewers. I hope we're all doing well today. It's first dollar bills I can show you are my silver certificates. Let's see. A silver certificate should be first. Silver certificates. Now, these are different than a regular dollar bill that you would see today. I actually have a regular one I can show you in comparison. So I'll grab one. And this is a normal dollar bill you will see today. This normal dollar bill says Federal Reserve Note. Now, each and every one of them are going to say this. Back in the day, when dollar bills were backed by silver and gold, hello! I'm glad you can join me on this beautiful Sunday today. When dollar bills were backed by silver and gold, you could turn them in for silver and gold. This is a silver certificate. They made gold certificates as well, but those ones are quite a bit more. Gold certificates are way more valuable than silvers. I actually bought like 10 of them for $10. I started this live stream 5 minutes ago, so you're right on time. I'm so glad you're here. Stay a while. My computer's on the fritz, and it's just a boring Sunday, so I'll be happy to spend it with everyone who wants to stay. My silver certificates here will say silver certificate, and gold ones will say gold. And if there were also star notes, that would be even more valuable. Hello, everybody, just coming in. I see we got 12 people on the live stream. I'm so glad you're all here, and I want to spend a couple of minutes on a Sunday with me. I can't turn this to portrait mode because the screen rotation is locked. I guess I should have done that before I started because my dollar bills, like coins, you can see on portrait mode just fine. You promised this live will be famous. I sure hope so. I sure hope so. You will sub? I appreciate it. I have hundreds of coin videos that I'm sure you'll love and enjoy over the last couple of years. I could definitely do a live stream one day when I have my million subscriber live stream, and I can tell you how I started on YouTube in 2018, and it was nowhere even near coins. I wasn't even into coins in 2018, funny thing enough, and dollar bills. Alright, I will flip you over here, and I'll put you to the side. This is what you're going to see when I'm doing some organizing, because that's just boring organizational stuff here. I'm gonna skip this part here and show you the interesting things. I am like Dr. House. If it's boring, I'm not interested. But if it gets interesting, that's when I engage. I got more $1 bills to show you here. And the cool thing about these is they are double-sided. So I can put $2 bills in one plastic sleeve, as you can see. And these are star notes. Now, for those who are unaware, how a star note happens is we need to go back to when dollar bills were first in the mint. Everybody liked the stream. I got one like on it so far, so let's keep the ball rolling, everybody. No. So how dollar bills are made is they're printed in the factory, and each dollar bill is given a serial number. Now, a regular serial number is not going to have a star, but say the dollar bill with a serial number got damaged, the mint needs to destroy it and recycle it, but they can't reuse that serial number. So they have to put a star on the end of it, which is what a star note is. And star notes and depends on what the old star note value is. It can be quite valuable. My computer is on the fritz right now, and if I had that, I could show you star note that's one of my more valuable ones. It's this one. It's a Series 2021. This dollar bill is actually worth a couple of bucks. And some of my star notes are very common, and that one in particular is on the rarer side. I haven't found any super rare star notes, and so even if I did, back when I worked at a grocery store, it would be in the cash register, and I'm a coin collector, not a thief. How that job ended is a whole stream on itself. Let's see, these are more star notes. They're all face value, except for this one. This is not a star note. How many coins have I collected? I have a lot of coins. A lot of them. One of my last live streams, I went through pretty much my whole collection, and that's over an hour and a half worth of showing you coins. This is pretty much just what I didn't get to showing you because I was on live for an hour and a half, and I had to go and do something non-YouTube related in my house because I got stuff I have to do around here. But let's see my $1 bills. It's actually kind of funny. If I'm sure if you have grandparents that are still alive, they will tell you that they used to get $2 bills all the time, and that they probably think that $2 bills no longer exist. $2 bills do still exist, and they're still in circulation, just not as everyday as $1 bills. And $2 bills actually have a very interesting, unique design. I'll flip you around here, and the $2 bill actually has a president that got famous. But it got famous more recently due to Lin-Manuel Miranda playing him in Hamilton. Thomas Jefferson was also a founding father. He basically wrote the Declaration of Independence. Like, if it wasn't for him, the Declaration of Independence never would have been written. He was the writer. He was one of the most important founding fathers of all time. Washington, Adams, and Jefferson. Very, very important in American history. And at the back of the $2 bill is all 56 signers of the Declaration in Independence Hall signing the Declaration of Independence. And I actually have some $2 bills. This one's from 1976. I have a couple 1976 and a couple, I think I actually have a couple from like 2013 $2 bills. They still make them to this day. They're just not as common as the ones, the 5s, the 10s, the 20s, 50s, and 100s. Speaking of 5s, I have some $5 bills that they don't look like the $5 bills of today. I think I have a bunch of change. I helped out at a coin shop for a couple of days. Long story short, I just didn't think that was too good of a fit, but I did a video on that. Let's see. Did he give me a 5? No, but he gave me a 10, and I can get to that when I get to my $10 bills. And let's show you what the $5 bills used to look like. And they look a lot different today. This is what $5 bills looked like in 1986. And this dollar bill is from 1977. So in the 70s and the 80s, 5s looked like that. And $10 bills also used to look like this in 1993. Now, I don't have a modern 5 to compare it to, but I do have a modern $10 bill to compare it to here. It's a $10 bill with Alexander Hamilton on it, which is what the play is based off of him, Hamilton. Lin-Manuel Miranda, if anything, made Hamilton more famous. It's actually kind of funny. They were thinking about taking him off the $10 bill, and then the play came out. But it's way different than it used to look. He was in a border, he's no longer in a border, and it's not a star note. And the Secretary of Treasury when this was made was Janet Yellen. So this is very, very recent because Janet Yellen was Biden's Secretary of Treasury. 2021. So, yep, it's supposed to have been made under the Biden administration. And the Secretary of Treasury, 1993, is totally different. Janet Yellen, awful Secretary of Treasury, of course. Biden's presidency was awful, but I don't get into politics. I'm not going to get into that. I have, speaking of $2 bills, this is totally unorganized here. I gotta put my 2s before my 5s and 10s here. I don't know how this got so disorganized, but I'm glad I'm doing this on stream now so my dollar bills are completely organized. I've actually kind of been on an organization kick when it comes to my coins because I just want to make sure everything's in my safe and everything can be grabbed in an emergency, because not only do I have my coins in my safe, I also have a firearm in my safe that was over $1,000. So I gotta, just in case of an emergency, everything can be grabbed and put in a backpack, and just I'm not a doomsday prepper, but you want to be smart with it, especially since outside my house, the sky is actually blue right now. But the last couple of days, I've been inhaling what was left of Canada, so that's why I've been preparing. My hello, 6 viewers. Up to 6 viewers. Hello, everybody. Okay, I am so sorry. My YouTube stream crashed. I don't know why it crashed, but it crashed. So, hello to the 6 viewers that are remaining. I'm so sorry. Hopefully, it won't happen again. But here are my $5 bills. I had to put my $2 bills. More $2 bills, 76. Here's one from 2013. Oh, this one looks like it could have been a birthday note. 081. It's not really a birthday note. I actually have a birthday note in my safe to show you that serial numbers can look just like birthdays, which is actually really cool. I am not going to show you my safe or my safe combination, so I got to pull it out. I'll be right back. Got it. Here is what a birthday note would look like. It's kind of a mirror-like effect here. I can turn you around and see if that camera doesn't give you a mirror effect. You see, it says 1955, 03, 02. So if you were born March 2nd, 1955, this would be your birthday note. Now, this birthday note actually has kind of a special meaning, because my late grandfather was born 3/5/55. So this birthday note would be just a couple of days before he was born. And unfortunately, he is my late grandfather. He did pass away, but that journey is a whole video. And I don't necessarily get into personal and family stuff on here. I just want to stick to coins. And despite having a conservative in my name, I am that by choice, but no politics, just coins. A lot of people can benefit with no politics, no drama, just coins, which is what I do. Okay. I actually have, speaking of coins here, more dollar bills to show you. This one is a star note of a $20 bill. I don't remember how I got this one. It could have been given to me. It's actually kind of funny. I am totally blanking. Like, seriously, I remember how I got the rest of these. That $20 bill, I don't remember where it came from. but it is a $20 bill. And here is a $100 bill. The only $100 bill I will ever have in my collection, because it is series 1986 and they don't make them like this anymore. My mom gave it to me, and I initially hesitated to keep it in my collection because we have been known to have financial issues, but and as somebody who has worked for a living and has had financial issues myself, I see this $100 bill and I'm like, it could go in the gas tank, it could go and pay for something. But then my mom said something to me that was like, she's right. It's a piece of history. It's from 1986. They're not making dollar bills like that anymore, and it could be worth a whole lot more money one day. So leave that issue aside and just collect what you think is neat. And I took that to heart. I would go to the coin shop every couple of weeks and spend $200 on silver, and I have a ton of silver. If anybody is interested, I can pull my silver out, and I can show you what I have on my silver collection. I have I gotta find it in my safe because I just organized it and put everything away, but I can organize again. Now, these dollar bills are something of they're foreign, but these will always have a special place in my heart. These dollar bills, being from Uganda. Several years ago, it's been about 3 or 4 years at this point, but several years ago, my brother and my dad went to Uganda. They were able to stay at a guy named Kevin's house, and Kevin and his wife are from around my area, but they've been living in Uganda the last like 15 years. And my dad was able to, and my brother were able to stay at his house while my brother was working on a thesis for his master's degree. And I think it was like teaching Christianity overseas or something like that. Yes, my brother has a master's degree. He substitute teaches. I don't know where he gets the smarts, but I sure didn't get that from wherever he got it from. But they went like November. I think they went like November 16th, and they came home December 16th. So they were there a month, and then they brought a whole bunch of souvenirs home, but they were gonna save them for Christmas. And I don't have too many foreign dollar bills. I used to have a stack of them this thick, but I went to the coin shop and just got like $10 for them all because I was never gonna do anything with them, no matter how much I said I was gonna do something with them. It was one of those things where you get rid of it because you're not doing anything with it. Now, the foreigns I really don't know all that much about, but some of the cooler dollar bills I have are from the Confederate States of America. That's right, I have Confederate dollar bills. My a little backstory on my Confederate dollar bills that I have. My dad's father lives out in Arizona. My dad's stepmother had these. She probably cleaned out a closet or something, and she mailed these Confederate notes to me. And this one is actually in pieces because it looked like somebody had scored them, and they were hanging on by a thread. But also being 150 years old, they look like they were going to tear any second. Same with this one. This one I think has a tear in it too because it's all crumpled up and it's like a 150 plus old piece of history. But these were from my dad's stepmother out in Arizona, and she's good people. I was out there a couple years ago, and one of these days I'm gonna head back out there because they're good people out there. That's a whole separate stream on how I got to know those people. But that's family stuff. I don't want to get into family stuff here. Got my here, and one thing I guess what I'll do is I will dig out my silver. If there's one thing I will talk about, it is junk silver. Old constitutional junk American silver is kind of the thing that I love. And now that I have my dollar bills organized here, I can stick them with my safe here. Oh, and my I think this is a bunch of old keepsakes from outside of YouTube. Yep, my high school diploma. Let's see. Oh, oh yeah, a bunch of keepsakes. A lot of this stuff has my name and personal information on it, so that's something I'm not going to share on stream, like my high school diploma. But hey, if you graduated high school, you got to make sure you know what this is, because if anything, you may need it. All right, this thing's put back by my safe. And here is some of my silver. It's a lot of flapped coins. These are all flapped. What do I got in here? Let me show you. Actually, this can be a little backstory. I helped out at a coin shop a couple of times. And basically what it had me do were these fast-paced auctions on a website called Whatnot. And that's kind of not my thing. I discovered I just like the passion of it. I don't necessarily want to make a couple of bucks off of it. And maybe one day when I'm old and retired, I'll have my own coin shop and I can do things my way, but he wanted everything like, it was like time is money and everything needs to get sold. To give an idea how fast-paced it was. On a good day, all these coins would be sold within 10 minutes. What do I have in here that I could show you that's interesting? I got some silver. Let's see. How coin shops work and make their money. Let's say they are selling this at melt value. They also have to make their money as well. So it would be melt value 55 times face. So a dime times 55. And I don't have a calculator with me to do that. But like $11, $11, $11. This is what you could sell these quarters at. There's $11. This is what it was when I volunteered a couple of weeks ago at 55 times face. When it comes to how coin shop owners do their business, it changes from like 45 to 50 to 55 times face. And I can't keep up. Do I have anything interesting? My junk silver may be interesting to me, and I could talk about it for hours, but that's not interesting for live stream. I gotta keep you on your toes. I gotta show you if I have anything interesting in here. I gotta show you my interesting. What do I have that is interesting to show each and every one of you here? I don't know if you heard that, but my dad is doing something here. Okay, I am getting to the interesting things. Here are a couple of interesting things. My face value junk silver is not interesting. However, this trade dollar It says trade dollar. I gotta put this on the light so I can see it better. Niagara Falls, Canada Chamber of Commerce. And it says, what does it say here? Observation platform. So this is actually pretty cool. I live about 45 minutes from Niagara Falls, and it's very beautiful out there. I don't go often, shocker, but if you live near something like that, you usually don't have to go to it. It's people who are not from around here that go to stuff like that. Like, I live a mile and a half from an amusement park, and there are some summers that I don't even step foot in it. Meanwhile, the person 500 miles away goes there and it's like, man, it'd be so cool to live around here and be here all the time. If you were around all the time, you wouldn't appreciate it. This is a Standing Liberty Quarter, or an SLQ. SLQs were the quarters that were minted before Washington was on the quarter. And George Washington has been on the quarter for over 90 years. Let's see, what year is this SLQ? 1929. It's not the early 1900s Type 1 with Liberty's exposed chest, which is one of the more hilarious coins I have ever seen. And I definitely need to do coins with nudity on them if I haven't already. I think I have, but I can definitely do an updated one. Because if there's anything that gets YouTube views, it's boobs and thumbnail. Smosh taught us that back in 2011. What more interesting stuff do I have here? I'm going to have to put you down and actually take a look to see what I got here for my interesting coins. Because if it's bigger than junk silver, it may just be interesting to me. And if I don't have anything cool or fun to say about it, that's just boring. That's a boring live stream. I have found a couple of more interesting things. And I definitely, if I wanted to, could make like a 10-hour, huge, just giant video on everything that I have. Ooh, this is interesting. Another SLQ is interesting. Found all my interesting stuff. And I can show everyone you. And maybe after this, I can show you another thing that I do. After I show you the rest of my interesting coins, I'm going to move on to something I don't normally do on my my YouTube channel, but it's something I do on the side that I'm sure you'll appreciate. This is interesting. Morgan dollar. 1890. It's about 50. My grandma got it for me for Christmas. She paid about $50 for it. That's a great deal. They're even worth even more. And my grandma got this in like 21. I was down in Tennessee on vacation, and my initial plan, we were gonna go to like the largest knife store in pretty much the world. This thing was packed full of stuff. It was like 5 super Walmarts of knives and guns and tasers and lighters and pretty much everything you could ever think of. It also had a lot of old coins and coin stuff in it. And if you went across the street, there was a coin shop. And that's where I found this, an 1851 silver 3-cent piece. I have a 2-cent piece, and I have a silver 3-cent piece. I don't think I have the copper nickel 3-cent piece, but I have the silver one. And I paid about $29.50 for it, so I paid it. This was a good deal. especially with it being whole. But being from 1851, it is a great deal. Something even older than I have is a half dime from 1857. Well, I have an 1848, but this is my 1857, and it's a half dime, pre-quarter. But I've showed that one a million times. Here are the big ticket items in a coin shop. Silver dollar coins. If you're ever in a coin shop, these are the big ticket items, especially if they're in a very special case. If they're in something like this and they're MS-64, they can go for over $1,000. These ones are, I mean, they're not heavily circulated, but they are circulated. And say I was selling these at Melt 55 times face, this would be 55, 55, 55. So that's over $100 right there. But they're a premium if they are in something like this. This is a $70 half dollar. And one of my favorite and newest pieces of coin history I have, I just did a video on it. If it'll focus. Come on, you silly thing. It is a CAC MS-64 Red 2025 Shield Cent. This is a $50 cent. It's $50, and I paid like $10 for it at the coin shop when I got it in brand new. If it said PCGS or NGC, you could definitely get like between $15 and $30 for it. But being CAC certified, that's what makes this a premium coin. And the cool thing about it is they're only going to get this could be a $1,000 cent piece in just a couple of years, because right now you still see them in circulation. You can still pull them out of circulation, but that's for right now. In 10 years' time, that's not going to be the case. The last thing I have to show you is my Denver Mint uncirculated coins of Denver Mint little token here as a little model for what it's supposed to be. I'll put all that stuff away, but let's move on to something different. I want this live stream to be a few minutes here. There's one thing aside from coins that I do, and it's this. So a little stick, so let's go up high. I can put you down and know that I'm at a keyboard. So that's pretty much what I do aside from collecting coins, is my keyboard. In fact, I can show you how I do my intro. You may have seen the intro of my video videos here. So I go to this setting here called Dream, and that's what it sounds like. This is my intro. Yeah. That's my intro. It's funny, I've had several intros I've done on my keyboard here. If I can go to a specific organ called Notre Dame, and this was my intro for a while. Something like that, but it was too long of an intro, too much of a up-C scale, and man, I gotta get some more light on my face here. luckily, I have a ring light that'll put more light to my face. I just have to get a head, and luckily I have a plug head because I charge my phone at night in my room. So I've got to grab that. Plug it in. Well, I'm going to have to find a different head. Alright, don't go anywhere. I got to get something for this. And for those who are just joining me, I've kind of switched from coins to my keyboard. Yes, I cannot wait to show you everything that I've kind of learned. You may know this. Yeah, you may know that one. And it's one that I just learned. I can show you the settings and what I do on this, but again, be right back. I gotta grab a head for my ring light so you can see me better. Okay, I am back. All right, come on. I can turn you on. And now you can see my face better. It's called production value here. There we go. Now you can see me better. Now I can noodle around on my keyboard and kind of show, just play around with it. I was just doing Sydney Forever, like from England. Hello, I'm so glad you're here. I sure hope you enjoy me just noodling around on my keyboard. The last 45 minutes I've just been kind of showing off my coin collection and just having a good time, and now I'm playing with my keyboard. Unfortunately, I don't really have a way to like show you. Yeah, I'm actually playing it. So, yeah, I sound like Dave Chappelle. Please believe me. No. But my keyboard's got tons of stuff I can play around with. And it's not just that. I can also do like a honky tonk. Midi Grand, that's another one. Oh, and one of my favorites on my piano setting is called CP80, probably Clavichord Piano 80. Something like that. And I actually have more piano settings when I noodle around a little bit on this thing, so I can go G. And I have a setting on here called Dream. This is how I do my intro. So if you hear that, that's my intro, and that's how I do that. I also have piano and strings. Oh, great! I'm so glad you're sticking around. I love each and every one of you. So subscribe, like, do all that good stuff. My electric piano is pretty much all the same. Pretty much kind of all sounds the same with the electric piano. But when I get the pipe organ, there we go. And that one actually kind of hits close to home. A few weeks ago, my sister got married, so congratulations to her. Yes, it's a. So something like that. Oh, this. Oh, I can also do. Something like that. Good old Toccata and Fugue in D minor, a song older than the country I am currently in. What sort of coins do I collect? Mostly United States constitutional silver. All kinds of United States coins. I even collect some Canadian coins as well, being I'm neighbors with Canada. And unfortunately, I've been inhaling a good part of Canada right now because of the wildfires. So prayers that all that gets settled very quickly. But yes, most of the U.S. are Canadian. I do have some Australian coins. I would just have to dig out my big bag of foreigns, and I have like 50 or 60 different countries in it. And yes, I am located in the United States. I'm in the northeastern part of it, about an hour from Canada. So that's about all I'm going to get into with that. Ooh, here we go. We have, how about an accordion? I do like some accordion music. Oh, you have a few Morgan dollars, but you mainly collect some British crowns. Yes. I actually have some Morgan dollars I can show you. I actually have a couple of dollar coins that I can show you that I have. This one is, I got this one up. Hold on, let's flip you around here so I can show you what I got here. Here's a Morgan dollar. I got this Morgan dollar and this Morgan dollar from an old co-worker, someone I used to work with, in 1896 and in 1887. That are in actually pretty decent shape. And the way the coin shops work in the U.S. is for selling these at melt value. It was at 55 times face the last I checked, so this is about $100, over $100. And then something even rarer I have as a peace dollar. They made tens of millions of Morgans, but only a few million peace dollars throughout the years. And this is a Morgan that I got from my grandma for Christmas a few years back from 1890. And I could definitely replace the flap it's in, but nah. So that's pretty much what I have when it comes to Morgans I can show you right now. I have, oh yeah, the Orleans Mint. Yes, O is for New Orleans. Thank you, yes. There is no longer a New Orleans Mint. That is a defunct mint. We don't have that in America anymore. We also don't have, if you also see old coins with CC, that stands for Carson City, because we used to have a mint there, but we don't have a mint there anymore. The mints that we have in the United States are Philadelphia, Denver, San Francisco, West Point. I'm closest to the Philadelphia one, and I gotta make a weekend trip down there to go see it one of these days. That would be so cool to go see. I would love to, but yeah, you have a Carson City one, but it's pretty worn. Unfortunately, a lot of them are going to be pretty worn because there hasn't been a Carson City mint in well over 100 years. And if it was very well taken care of, you may not have to worry, but if you find it like in the wild, it's going to be pretty worn. It's see if I can adjust my lighting here. It's kind of funny. It makes it look like that it's nighttime here with this bright light, but I can show you it's not nighttime. There's literally the sun out there. It's 3 o'clock in the afternoon. I don't know, what, the light being so bright makes it look like it's nighttime. It's not. I thought that was kind of funny. But moving on with my with an accordion here. It's 8 p.m. in England. Okay. It depends on where you are. You can be close to Greenwich time, which is like what I learned about being like where it starts. But I learned that in history class. Yeah, chicken dance. Yeah, I had to learn that one, especially with an accordion, because I got some Polish heritage. Oh, we have harmonica. Yeah, salving another harmonica. Like, I think I did a recording of that, and I was saving it for like something emotional or something. But I don't really cover that much stuff when it comes to emotion because it's mostly coins, and maybe if I was selling one of my favorites or something. Percussion. I have xylophone. Yeah, something like that. We have someone that I used to know. Talk about a one-hit wonder. I don't think I've ever seen another song that man has written and created. He probably still does songs, but like that's the one-hit wonder everybody knows. Steel drums, music box. Let's see. I guess for a music box, you can think of like it's like a guess something like that for a music box. Got tubular bells. I can think like the Liberty. Like those old Liberty commercials. Stubble and shave, cuddle and wave, crumble and save. I don't know if you've seen those Liberty commercials of recently, but I don't know how insurance companies do it, but they have the best commercials. Yeah. Let's see. Vibraphone, dulcimer. We got drums. I really never learned how to play the drums, but guitar. Oh, for when it comes to guitar, I have like a folk guitar. I have a folk guitar. This is like pure. This is camp. How long have I been streaming? It has been 56 minutes. That's so like gives me like you're at the campfire and it's a peaceful night. It wasn't at just 5. Yes, it was like 50 minutes ago. I went through all my dollar bills. I showed quite a few silver coins, and now I'm on to my keyboard, which is if you've ever heard if you go to one of my videos and you hear my intro, that is from scratch on this. I actually have, this is my intro. So if you go to my videos and you hear that, that's from me. Oh, we got Spanish guitar. Let's be able to do that. Oh, how about campfire guitar? Yeah. Oh. What's my favorite? One of my favorite ones. I think it's. If I play Roblox, can you show me your profile? I can tag you. I do not play Roblox, unfortunately. I am not on a Roblox. I am not really a gamer. I have the games I like to play, but I am not on Roblox. And everything that I've seen when it comes to Roblox and their treatment of kids, I do not want to play Roblox. I probably never will. Chris Hansen has done a great job exposing everything going on with that. So no, I do not play Roblox, unfortunately. So I don't have a profile, as you can see. Maybe one of these days when Roblox gets its shit together, I'll play it. But that's to be determined. Oh, here we go. Heavy stack guitar. I said, okay, good, because people can. I mean, it's the internet. It doesn't matter what platform it is. People will cyberbully and hack. Yes. It doesn't matter what game it is. It could be the most wholesome, wonderful game. People will figure out how to cyberbully, how to hack, and people will also figure out how to upload pornography on those websites as well if you don't stop it. So, yes. The internet is a curse and a blessing. It could be a wonderful place, also a very, very bad place at the same time. Of course, if it wasn't for the internet, I wouldn't be talking to all of you. But at the same time, there was stuff I was exposed to when I was a lot younger I wouldn't have been. But how do you still have 2 people watching your stream? People stick around if they like what they see. And if you're one of those who you like what you see, stick around. Let's see, bass. Oh, I like playing the bass on this thing. The old Seinfeld theme for everybody who was born before the year 2000. Let's see, we got bass. Of course, the Seven Nation Army is better on like a slap bass. It's good on a guitar, like a heavy stack guitar, but it's also good on a bass as well. Oh, trumpets and I like the trumpets. Oh, and the brass section. Hit my skills, yeah. I appreciate it because it's funny. I've been just noodling and dabbling around on keyboards and pianos since third grade, since way before I was ever into coins. So it's I'm not the best at it. I'm no Beethoven or Liberace, but I can play a couple of things. I like that. Oh, I like to play that on the techno brass setting. Yeah, third grade. Actually, how I kind of got into it was my third grade music teacher. She was the music teacher for all of the elementary school. Had one of those like 100 tone keyboard things, and she was showing me she was showing us you could do applause on it and sound effects and all these different instruments, and I thought that was the coolest thing. In the basement of her house, my mom had something very similar. It was an old Casio 100 tone keyboard from back when my uncle was selling stuff like that online back in the late 90s. And I got to play around on that thing, and I got good. And I actually have a second one downstairs from when my dad brought one home from Michigan from his family out there. It's an old Yamaha from like the 1970s, and it's a family heirloom. And then there's this one. This is a Yamaha PF. I am not sure the model, but it came from a family friend. She bought it for like $1,500 or $1,600 back in the early 2000s. This is a professional grade, like an actual musician's keyboard, and I got it for free. Yes, it is big. And this thing's also like 70 or 80 pounds too. I had to take it to a music store to get a couple keys replaced, and it took me and my mom like 5 minutes to get it down the stairs because this is a solid 60 pounds. You're not lifting this thing with one hand like the one I have downstairs. The one I have downstairs is an old it's not 96 keys like this one. It's starts on second highest C. And I can lift it with one hand, and it's super light. This one feels like it was worth. It had a comma in the title back in the day. But I got it from a family friend who was cleaning out her basement. I spent a couple of bucks replacing some sticky keys, and there's only one key on it that doesn't work. But if I just don't play in that octave, well, problem solved. Woodwind. Woodwind. We have saxophones. Yeah, if you know, you know. Oh, we got ocarina, whistle recorder. If you're in American elementary school and you play the recorder, yes. Yes. Saxophones. That's strings. Ooh, strings. Something like that. Like we got the old Five Nights at Freddy's, but you know. Except it's not from Five Nights at Freddy's. It's from the late 1800s, and it's a second part of a. Like if you've watched those old classic cartoons, they touch about like. That's how I know this. Having a brain fart. I forgot how that went. But I know. If you look up La Campanella, it's one of the most difficult and insane pieces you could ever learn. Strings. Ooh, voice. Voice, we got, how about like a gothic, very Star Wars-esque. Sweet Heaven. There we go. Guess I have, I can finish up here a synth here. There's like one or two more I want to show you. I've shown you Dream. Piano with strings. If I do like a layered clavichord piano, if I layer it, let's see, layer it, for this time we have if I like layer it and turn on the clavichord piano, that's pretty much what I have. Like something like that. It's been live for about 1:10. I can think I'm gonna finish up here in just a minute here. There's one more I like, and it's, you can tell this was created in the early 2000s. So I'll reset this thing here, and I can show you one of my favorites. Gotta go to Synth Effect, go down to Popcorn.
They're eating the dogs. They're eating the cats. Eat the cat. Eat the cat. They're eating the dog.
Sorry about that, guys. It was a personal phone call, but I've pretty much shown you everything that I've wanted to, so I'm just gonna get out of here. Thank you all so much for staying with me for my 1:10, and I'll see you all in my next video. Bye.